click and order right there. We do make it very easy. All right, we don't have a lot of time here, but we did already give you a sneak peek of this set. And it's an 8-coin set. Again, for this year, 2017, Proof State 70, another limited edition. And so walk us through what we're gonna get in this 8-coin set.
Well, you have this limited edition set. There's 50,000 of those, okay, that the government made completely and totally sold out, primarily because of the eagle. Every coin in here is silver. We only have 88 match-numbered sets. That's it for worldwide distribution.
Oh my gosh.
So this is 8 certified coins. So the certification alone, about $240, $250 in this. Let me take that, right, just like that. So you're gonna get the silver eagle, the S-Mint silver eagle. There's a silver Kennedy in here as well that you can see that's certified absolutely perfect 70. Then you're going to have the silver Roosevelt dime. And then of course, the 5-coin National Parks series over here in silver as well that you're going to have. So you get 8 silver coins, all certified absolutely positively perfect that you're here. There are only 88 match numbered sets. So they did 50,000 sets, which makes it 10 times rarer than basically any other silver set that the United States government has, silver proof set that they've done in years, the regular issue proof sets. So you get the silver quarters, you get the silver dime, the silver half, and then of course the silver dollar. The key to that is every coin certified absolutely positively perfect. Look, in coin collecting as in any collecting, the single most important determining factor of value is what?
Rarity.
That's right, condition.
Condition.
The higher the grade, the more it's worth, then followed by rarity.
Okay.
So what you do is you start off with a set that is 8 perfect coins.
Okay.
The higher the grade, the more it's worth. You have 8 perfect coins. So of the 50,000 sets that they made, which is phenomenally rare, there are going to be 88 of them that are absolutely perfect match-numbered sets, and these are available exclusively from us here at HSN. Understand, you cannot buy these anyplace else. You get all 8 coins. You get the custom presentation box that we have right here, the United States collection, that's going to hold that in there. Like I said, this is almost assuredly a complete and total sellout tonight. We've already sold 2 of them here, and I understand we're like 2:23 a.m. Eastern time is what we're at here. Understand that only 88 of these, they are almost for sure going to sell out. That's what we're going to have to assume at this point with these already selling. Like I said, it's such an incredibly limited number of the sets. Now let's look at the coins. You have all 5 silver quarters. We've been doing the National Parks quarters since 2010. Notice it says S-Mint silver proof set, but from the limited edition silver proof set. We sell, I think, the regular silver set of quarters. I think it's about $499, something like that, for $499. And that's a set they made like 10 times more. So this limited edition set makes it even rarer, more desirable, and more valuable. There's no doubt about that. So we're going to start with those 5 coins. And then you're going to get the Roosevelt dime that you see right here, which is also silver, also collectible, also very desirable. The Kennedy half is easily a very desirable coin by itself. In the silver version is what it is. And like I said, this right here, this is the key coin, $399. We just sold a bunch of those for $399. That makes this, all of these other coins here, the other 7 coins certified, only basically $299.
Yeah.
I mean, when you look at it that way, and only 88 of these, it looks like with everybody on the phone, we have maybe only 3 or 4 dozen of these sets remaining.
That's it.
Exclusively from us. So like I said, this is quite likely going to be the only day, that we are going to have these available.
For sure, which is why we didn't have a lot of time scheduled this morning, because we knew it would be very popular, and we know tonight is going to be the end of it. It's going to be gone. You're seeing it now. And again, if you were looking at the Silver Eagle coin just a moment ago and you were thinking about picking that up, but then we kind of teased you with this set, all 8 coins, if that's something that you want to use to enhance your collection, then I would go ahead and do it now. I wouldn't think twice about it. I wouldn't wait. I wouldn't say, well, let me sleep on it and then try to catch the 7 o'clock show, because these will be gone. I also am kind of cluing into the fact that there are 8 coins, there are 88 in the limited edition, and how lucky the number 8 is. It's kind of like it all comes together the fact that we're down to our last 5 seconds, we're gonna give you a chance to go ahead and pick these up by calling us, or you can go to hsn.com and order yours. It's 589193. That's the number to get this set home. And we gave you a sneak peek at the beginning of the hour. And again, we wanted to do that to make sure that you had enough time to go ahead and see this. So now is your time to go ahead and pick that one up. And remember, the key coin here is that silver eagle.
Yeah, and I have it